live around Silver Lake Park in Rochester think it needs improvements.
They've formed a volunteer group to advocate for the park and are now asking the city to take action.
KIMT News 3's Dee Stephen joins us live this morning to explain this. Dee.
Tyler, Ariel, good morning. This park is not just very important to the people who live in this area, it's also used by thousands of medical patients and other visitors to the city every year. And a group that have organized volunteers, the Silver Lake Friends group, says this park needs some work.
I call it a very good park, but it does need some help.
Silver Lake Park has special meaning for Greg Munson.
Well, I grew up just about a block away from here.
That's why this summer he and other neighbors, including Sean Palmer, formed Silver Lake Friends.
We were talking, and it kind of came obvious to us that we were really trying to help an old friend. We had all spent time as a kid here and enjoyed this park.
The group of volunteers have met several times to identify some problem areas within the park. They've created a priority list of 3 things that they feel need immediate attention. One being the East Pavilion, which is nearly 100 years old. Munson says the bathrooms are in dire need of work.
I would say I'm comfortable calling them appallable at best.
But that's not all.
You can see some peeling on the roof of the building here that needs some work. And there's just some other things. We'd like to replace the drinking fountain. We'd like to make better fixtures in the restroom and put some better lighting in and some ventilation and so on.
Another area that needs attention is the trail connecting the 3 iconic stone arch bridges. Right now, this is not accessible to everyone. What would you like to see with the path here?
Well, there's a big lip here. It gets muddy. We just walk through some muddy, soft areas. And, you know, people come from respite and they come with a wheelchair and they can't make that area. And we really do want to make it accessible. And you can see this is nothing more than a trip hazard. It's worn away. It's not going to be good for the structure of the bridge.
The group is asking the city to authorize paving of this quarter-mile pedestrian trail. The third issue is this. It's the city's snow dump, where the snow from the downtown area is taken.
With all the salt and all the debris, they let it all melt here, and then before the 4th of July fireworks, they pump out the salt and dump it into the lake.
The Silver Lake Friends believe this 5-acre piece of the park could be put to much better use.
And have a snow dump doesn't make sense in a park.
There are some people that stay away from here because of some of the issues in the park that we think we can address.
Now, over the winter, the group will work with the Parks Department to develop a master plan for Silver Lake Park to address some of the other priorities. One being what they call the elephant in the park. I can hear them now, the geese. It's estimated that Silver Lake Park is home to a Canadian goose population of around 500. And while they're liked by many, they've also created some problems with the large amount of droppings they leave behind. Silver Lake Friends wants to work with parks to come up with a plan to manage the resident goose population and minimize their negative impacts on the park. Live in Rochester, Dee Stephen, KIMT News 3.
Dee, thank you very much. Now, Silver Lake Friends will be requesting these changes and improvements tonight during the City Council meeting. We're planning on having a reporter there, and we'll, of course, bring you updates tonight at 10 o'clock.
Still ahead for you this morning, a major